Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a source text that completely upends how we view ourselves, our capabilities, and honestly, the very words that come right out of our mouths. We constantly use our bodies and our voices every single day, right? But how much do we actually understand about the sheer energy we're wielding? If you've ever felt like there's this massive, untapped reservoir of potential inside you, well, this breakdown of mantra vidya is going to be a seriously fascinating ride.
So, is your voice just air? I want you to genuinely think about that for a second. We speak thousands of words every day. We chat with friends, order coffee, sing in the shower, and most of us just assume speaking is nothing more than pushing air from our lungs through our vocal cords and out into the world. But what if we're entirely underestimating what speech actually is? What if you were actually discharging a highly potent form of energy? Section 1. The human body, an amazing machine.
To really understand the true power of our voice, the text asks us to completely reevaluate this vessel we live in. Think about a massive steel factory. To keep it running, you need an army of skilled workers, tons of external fuel, and millions in capital investment. It's heavy, it's high maintenance, and frankly, it's fragile. Now contrast that with the human body. It is immensely powerful, yet delightfully simple. It doesn't require synthetic fuels, and you definitely don't need to hire an HR department just to pump your blood or digest your lunch. It is the ultimate super machine, and is provided to us completely free of charge, filled with latent abilities.
Section 2. Normal versus subtle use.
According to the source material, the vast majority of us are kind of stuck in a basic default mode. We use this magnificent machine for everyday physical functions, basically acquiring food, sleeping, reacting to fear, and mating. Now, while those are obviously essential for survival, the text makes a pretty poignant observation. If this is all we do, it's essentially just an animal's existence. We are treating a state-of-the-art supercomputer like a glorified pocket calculator, leaving its true, subtle potential completely undiscovered.
So how do we actually access all that hidden potential? Well, the source material explains that ancient structured practices were developed specifically to solve this exact problem. Disciplines like yoga vidya aren't just about physical stretching, right? They're described as precise scientific processes designed to save humans from the massive loss of underutilizing our divine capacities. It's essentially the operating manual most of us just never bothered to read.
Section 3. The two elements of mantra vidya. Narrowing our focus down to speech, the spiritual scientists who developed mantra vidya broke the process down into two clear, distinct elements. Step 1 is the use of word power based on subtle consciousness. Meaning, you aren't just mindlessly reciting words, you are deeply infusing them with intent. Step 2 requires the coordination of divine capacity, which is generated by internal purity and willpower. Your internal focus acts as the ultimate amplifier for the words you're speaking.
And here's where it gets wild. When you successfully combine these two elements, when the subtle consciousness behind the word meets the immense willpower of the speaker, the text states that they merge to create a third amazing power. And this isn't just some poetic metaphor. The text insists this resulting energetic force is actually stronger than anything a physical, mechanical factory could manufacture. You are literally generating a localized energetic field.
Section 4. Sound, a powerful substance.
Okay, to really grasp this, we need a major paradigm shift. Apologies to your 8th grade science teacher, but you kind of have to forget the idea of sound just being vibrating air molecules. As the source material explicitly states, voice shouldn't be considered just air coming out of the mouth. It is like a powerful substance. This is absolutely crucial. It's the core thesis of the text. Sound has weight, it has mass in an energetic sense, and you are emitting a powerful material into your environment every single time you speak.
The text actually grounds this ancient concept right in our modern reality by pointing out the physical properties of sound. I mean, think about it. Sound can be precisely measured. It can literally be visually photographed as waveforms. We capture it on vinyl plates, on magnetic tape recorders, and we project it through loudspeakers. Everyday technology already treats sound as a physical substance that manipulates materials. The ancients just understood this reality millennia before the very first tape recorder was ever even invented.
Section 5. The meeting of science and spirituality.
The source draws a pretty brilliant parallel here. Consider material science. It uses the electrical flow of sound waves to create radio, television, and radar, physically altering receivers miles and miles away. Now consider spiritual science. According to the text, it uses the exact same mechanics, but with the electrical flow of human thought and emotion to power mantra vidya.
It is the exact same principle of broadcasting, just utilizing a much more subtle medium. Material science uses metal antennas. Spiritual science uses the human nervous system.
So the huge takeaway from the authors here is that mantra vidya isn't just mysticism or magic. It's framed as a highly structured, scientific invention developed by philosophers who deeply, deeply understood human physiology. They essentially figured out how to harness the electrical flow of human thoughts and emotional states, using the human voice as the ultimate broadcasting tool.
Knowing what we've just unpacked from this text, knowing the argument that your body is an advanced energy factory and your voice emits a very real, tangible substance, the big question is, how will you choose to utilize your powerful machine today? Will you just stick to the mundane default mode, or will you start paying attention to the profound energy you broadcast every single time you speak? Think about that the next time you open your mouth. Thanks so much for joining me, and keep exploring.